Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel, Canada Immigration. We hope you're doing great. Well, in this video, we'll talk about new Canada Work Permit, Immigration Budget 2024, University of Alberta scholarships available and permanent immigration to Canada. Exciting developments are unfolding in Canadian immigration, with the launch of the new Canada Work Permit Innovation Stream pilot. This initiative promises to enhance opportunities for skilled workers seeking employment in Canada, marking a significant step forward in the nation's immigration landscape. If you have any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. Concurrently, the unveiling of Budget 2024 prompts speculation about its potential impact on Canadian immigration policies and practices. Additionally, the latest British Columbia provincial nominee program draw offers insight into regional immigration trends, while the availability of University of Alberta scholarships presents attractive prospects for international students. Against this backdrop, the dynamics of permanent immigration to Canada in the initial months of 2024 warrant scrutiny. So, to get all the information, pay attention and watch the video through to the end. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for upcoming episodes. So, without any further delay, let's jump into the video. New Canada Work Permit Innovation Stream pilot is now open. On April 15th, Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, announced a new 2-year innovation stream pilot via the Global Hypergrowth Project. This new innovation stream pilot will allow certain Canadian companies to bring in highly skilled foreign workers on work permits without needing an LOMIA, Labor Market Impact Assessment. Jobs in National Occupational Classification, NOC, Categories 0, 1, 2, or 3, training, education, experience, and responsibilities, are considered high-skilled jobs. Furthermore, family members of these foreign workers will be eligible for an open work permit, allowing them to work for almost any employer in Canada. The innovation stream is scheduled to continue for 2 years, ending on March 22, 2026, unless there are any changes. On June 27, 2023, the Immigration Minister announced the Canada Tech Strategy, and as part of it, the Minister announced that a new innovation stream would be introduced to bring talented workers to help build innovative businesses. If you have any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. Innovation Stream Pilot Eligibility Criteria. To apply for a work permit under the Innovation Stream pilot, foreign nationals inside or outside Canada need a job offer from one of the eligible employers under the Global Hypergrowth Project. Applicants need to fill out their work permit application using the IRCC Secure account. The job offer must fall under a Tier 0, 1, 2, or 3 occupation as per the National Occupational Classification. Offered wages must be equal to or higher than the median hourly wages set for the region. If the position is covered by a bargaining agreement, the wage offered must also meet the standards outlined in that agreement. Additionally, the job offer should state that the employer will review wages on the first day of work and annually by January 1 to ensure they remain competitive throughout employment. Immigration officers must be satisfied that applicants have the skills for the job they are applying for. They should consider whether applicants meet the education and experience requirements specified in the National Occupational Classification for their offered occupation. Full list of companies in Canada eligible to hire through Innovation Stream. There are currently 8 companies that are eligible to hire foreign nationals, inside or outside Canada, without needing an LOMIA via the Innovation Stream, as listed below. 1. Ada Support Incorporated. 2. Alaya Care. 3. Cell Carta. 4. Clarius Mobile Health. 5. Clio. 6. Duchesne Pharmaceutical Group, DPG. 7. Lightspeed Commerce. 8. Vive Crop Protection. What is the Global Hypergrowth Project? The Global Hypergrowth Project, GHP, a new scale-up service from the Canadian government, aims to help Canadian-based businesses develop farther and faster. Through the combined resources of its government partners, this project helps customize support to meet the individual needs of each participating company, providing solutions that are as distinctive as the companies themselves. What is an employer-specific work permit? An employer-specific work permit in Canada allows you to work based on the terms specified on your permit, including details like the name of your employer, duration of employment, and authorized work location. As we wrap up, it's evident that the launch of the Work Permit Innovation Stream pilot marks a significant step forward in Canada's efforts to attract and retain top talent from around the world. With streamlined processes and expedited pathways, this initiative promises to facilitate the entry of skilled professionals into key sectors of the Canadian economy, driving innovation and growth. Whether you're a skilled worker seeking new opportunities or an employer looking to tap into global talent, the Work Permit Innovation Stream pilot opens doors to exciting possibilities. Stay tuned for more updates on Canada's immigration initiatives and embark on your journey to success in the Great White North. If you have any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. Latest British Columbia PNP Draw 2024, British Columbia PNP Draws. The latest British Columbia PNP Draw on April 16 sent out more than 79 invitations to apply, ITS, for permanent residency, PR, in general and targeted rounds of invitations. In a general British Columbia PNP draw, including 35 tech occupations, 39 invites have been sent out under the BCPNP skilled worker and international graduate streams, including their express entry options as well as entry-level and semi-skilled streams. The cutoff score increased again as compared to the previous British Columbia PNP general draw on April 3, except for entry-level and semi-skilled streams. Furthermore, 12 invites have been sent to profiles that have experience as early childhood educators, assistants or instructors, NOC 42202. Moreover, only 10 applicants with experience in 25 construction-related occupations were invited for British Columbia's new category-based draw, introduced in late 2023. Additionally, 18 profiles created with experience in 39 healthcare-related occupations received invitations to apply for permanent residency. If you have any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. Latest BCPNP draw, April 16. British Columbia PNP draw, April 9. British Columbia PNP draw, April 3. British Columbia PNP draw, March 26. British Columbia draw, March 19. British Columbia PNP draw, March 12. British Columbia PNP draw, March 5. British Columbia PNP draw, February 27. British Columbia PNP draw, February 21. British Columbia PNP draw, February 13. British Columbia PNP draw, February 6. British Columbia PNP draw, January 30. January 23 British Columbia draw. January 16 British Columbia draw. British Columbia PNP draw, January 10. If you have any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. Budget 2024, how will it impact Canadian immigration? Canada's Minister of Finance Chrystia Freeland has tabled Federal Budget 2024 to Parliament. Canada releases a budget annually that sets the tone for spending in the upcoming fiscal year. It plays a major role in how life will be managed for all people in Canada, including newcomers. For example, the budget outlines the national plan for spending on all federal services and provides a glimpse of what can be expected for Canada's economy in the coming fiscal year. Understanding how the government plans to spend money is a key factor in making sense of Canada's immigration policies moving forward. This year's budget featured $53 billion new spending and has a heavy focus on improving housing affordability in Canada as well as defence spending and improving productivity in Canada's labour force to support the economy. Spending on immigration was not a main component of this year's budget. However, some new spending and top-ups to existing measures from earlier budgets may help newcomers to Canada find affordable housing and get working in critical sectors. Affordable housing. Leading up to today's announcement, Minister Freeland and Prime Minister Justin Trudeau made several announcements regarding how the federal government plans to help with the current housing affordability crisis. Many of the measures are aimed at millennials and Generation Z, who are often negatively impacted by the cost of housing in Canada. The announcements included a Renters' Bill of Rights and increased funding for the existing apartment construction loan program, bringing the total up to $55 billion. The program is aimed at incentivizing developers to build more apartments and rental housing, including student residences and long-term care facilities. Minister Freeland also announced that as of April 16, first-time home buyers will be able to use $60,000 from their RRSPs to put towards purchasing their first home, almost double the previous maximum of $35,000. They will also have 5 years to begin repaying them. Aligning immigration with housing in Canada. Budget 2024 also reiterates recent changes that Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, has made considering the shortage of housing. For example, the upcoming Immigration Levels Plan 2025 to 2027 will, for the first time, also include temporary resident targets. This includes temporary workers and international students. The government says it expects a reduction of up to 600,000 temporary residents over the next 3 years. This is expected to reduce demand on Canada's limited supply of housing. Foreign credential recognition. Following up on an initiative included in the Fall Economic Statement in 2023, the government has pledged to spend $50 million on the Foreign Credential Recognition Program. Budget 2024 shows that half of the funding will go to residential construction to assist skilled trades workers in obtaining the necessary credentials to work in Canada, or the province they settle in. The other half of the funding will go to the healthcare sector. The federal government says that this may help provinces and territories to expedite removal of their barriers to foreign credential recognition. This investment builds on the $115 million investment included in Budget 2022. Immigration and Canada's economy. The budget speaks of how immigration has impacted Canada's economy. It says that in recent years newcomers are shrinking the initial income gap between themselves and non-immigrants. It says that given newcomers typically earn less than the average Canadian upon arrival, a large one-time increase in the number of newcomers has weighed on the national average income and productivity in the short term. However, it notes that over the most recent 10-year period, it took 6 years for newcomers to reach the median Canadian income, but by the end of that 10 years, they surpassed that median income by 10%. Permanent immigration to Canada softer in first 2 months of 2024. Canadian immigration softened in February by 18.4% compared to the previous month, driving down the number of new permanent residents to the country by 13.8% for the year to date compared to the first 2 months of last year. Although immigration to Canada was up 28% in January compared to December last year, the overall trend so far this year has been towards less immigration. In January this year, Canada welcomed 47,735 new permanent residents, less than the 50,945 for the comparable month in 2023, the latest data from Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, reveals. Then, in February this year, Canada welcomed 39,975 new permanent residents, down considerably from the 49,670 during the same month last year. With 2 months of softer permanent immigration numbers than in 2023, Canada welcomed only 86,710 new permanent residents in the first 2 months of this year, or 13,905 less than the 100,615 in January and February of 2023. Projecting out from January and February's level of immigration to the rest of the year would result in 520,260 new permanent residents to the country in 2024. That would still be 10.3% more than last year's record-setting level of 471,550 new permanent residents settling into the country. The level of immigrants to Canada in January and February this year, if it were to hold throughout the rest of the year, would also result in 7.3% more new permanent residents than the target of 485,000 new permanent residents as set out in Ottawa's Immigration Levels Plan for 2023 to 2025. Following the trajectory of the 2023 to 2025 plan, Canada aims to welcome 485,000 new permanent residents in 2024, 500,000 in 2025 and plateau at 500,000 in 2026, notes the IRCC on its website. This plan prioritizes economic growth, and supports family reunification, while responding to humanitarian crises and recognizing the rapid growth in immigration in recent years. The latest Immigration Levels Plan would see a total of 1.485 million immigrants come to Canada over those 3 years. Ontario remains the destination of choice for many immigrants. If you have any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. Canada's biggest province by population, Ontario, was the most popular destination for newcomers in January and February, with 37,545 new permanent residents choosing to settle there during those 2 months. That means the central Canadian province was the destination of choice for almost 43.3% of all immigrants to Canada during January and February. Economic programs, including the Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program Agri-Food Immigration Pilot, Canadian Experience Class, CEC, Caregiver Programs, Rural and Northern Immigration Pilot, RNIP, Federal Skilled Trades and Federal Skilled Worker Programs, the Startup Visa and Self-Employed Persons Programs, and the Temporary Resident to Permanent Resident Pathway accounted for 55.8% of all new permanent residents coming to Ontario in January and February. Those programs helped 20,935 new permanent residents arrive in Ontario during those 2 months. Another 9,220 new permanent residents arrived in Ontario through family sponsorships and 6,440 came to that province through Canada's Refugee and Protected Persons programs in January and February. The other provinces and territories attracted the following number of new permanent residents each during those 2 months. Newfoundland and Labrador, 995. Prince Edward Island, 965. Nova Scotia, 3,030. New Brunswick, 3,040. Quebec, 8,960. Manitoba, 4,065. Saskatchewan, 3,875. Alberta, 10,680. British Columbia, 13,055. Yukon, 235. Northwest Territories, 85. Nunavut, 5. Across the country, Nova Scotia was the province that saw the biggest drop in monthly immigration in February, with the number of arrivals of new permanent residents falling by 30.5%. Among the country's 3 territories, the Northwest Territories saw a month immigration drop of 40% in February compared to the previous month. So far this year, Nunavut has welcomed only 5 new permanent residents. In Atlantic Canada, New Brunswick had narrowly edged out Nova Scotia for the greatest number of new permanent residents in the region as of the end of February. Canada operates a 2-tier immigration system which allows foreign nationals to gain their permanent residency through the Federal Express Entry Systems FSW, FST, and CEC programs, and as well as the Provincial Nominee Programs, PNP, of the 10 Canadian provinces. Temporary immigration to Canada, which skyrocketed during the pandemic, is expected to come under an immigration levels plan in September, Immigration Minister Mark Miller has announced. University of Alberta scholarships available to international students. The University of Alberta, UOFA, offers various scholarship opportunities for international students looking to move to the province for undergraduate or postgraduate studies. It is one of Canada's and the world's premier learning institutions, hosting roughly 40,000 students from 156 countries, for programs at the undergraduate, master's and PhD levels. It is currently ranked 111th in the world according to QS World Reporter, and 7th in the latest Times Higher Education Impact Rankings. Based on scholarship type, the funding could be full or partial, covering one or more of living expenses, tuition, book fees, and other expenses. The following scholarships are available for international students. If you have any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. Undergraduate scholarships. The 2 categories of UOFA undergraduate scholarships are: 1. Admission-based. These scholarships do not need an application process. Students, rather, are automatically considered for them when they apply for admission at the university, based on their high school admission average at the time of their admission offer. If successful, the school will contact them with an admission offer. The admission-based scholarships available are: 1. International Admission Scholarship. Students can receive as much as $5,000 if they are successful, depending on the admission average. 2. Regional Excellence Scholarship. Students from certain regions can be granted a maximum of $5,000, based on admission average. 3. Gold Standard Scholarship. This scholarship goes to the top 5% of students in each faculty, granting them $6,000. If you have any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. 2. Application-based. Students who are unsure what scholarship they are eligible for can be especially benefited by this scholarship, which uses a single form to assess students on academics, leadership, inclusion, and financial need. President's International Distinction Scholarship. This is UOFA's most prestigious and competitive scholarship, and for right reason. Valued at $120,000, payable over 4 years, the scholarship is geared towards recognizing students who demonstrate exceptional academic achievement, creativity, and who are recognized leaders within their school. University of Alberta International Leader Scholarship. This award is for well-rounded leaders with high academic achievement, allowing them to receive anywhere up to $15,000. Mequon Undergraduate Scholarship. This funding is only open to high academic achievers who are Chinese or Hong Kong citizens, and on a study permit. Financial need of students will also be considered, and students can achieve up to $100,000, payable over 4 years. University of Alberta Global Citizen Scholarship for IB Diploma International students. This scholarship, which can go up to a maximum $53,000 per year for 4 years, is granted to first-year students showing strong academic performance in the International Baccalaureate Diploma program, demonstrated financial need, and strong leadership skills. Cora Martinson International Scholarship. Students with strong academic achievement entering any year of an undergraduate degree at Augustana faculty on a study permit could receive a total of $56,000, payable over 4 years. Preference is given to students with financial need. Graduate scholarships, awards, scholarships, and prizes are given to exemplary students to fund their graduate education, funded by sources like the Government of Canada, Government of Alberta, and many of the university's donors. Some awards are also exclusive to specific programs. 1. Department Awards. The Faculty of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, GPS, administers over 500 department awards, which are valued in thousands of dollars, endowed or annually funded by donors to the University of Alberta. There are 2 donor-funded department award categories, department-specific awards and interdepartment awards. 2. Thesis Completion Awards. These awards are for outstanding theses at the master's and doctoral levels, with students either nearing completion, or having already completed, their graduate degree. The different types of awards include: Governor General's Gold Medal. A. Cage Proquest Distinguished Dissertation Awards. B. Wags Proquest Innovation and Technology Awards. C. Wags Proquest Distinguished Master's Thesis Awards, STEM and Non-STEM. Wags Proquest Distinguished Master's Thesis or Final Master's Capstone Project Award in the Creative, Visual, and Performing Arts. 3. University of Alberta Graduate Recruitment Scholarship. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. This scholarship is focused on recruiting superior graduate students with the potential to contribute to UOFA's community and research. Scholarships will be offered in increments of $5,000. It is up to the department to decide how many increments of $5,000 to offer a student based on their allocation. The award value varies and is indicated in the original letter of offer. 4. University of Alberta Graduate Entrance Scholarship. This scholarship is for the faculty to provide funding and support for newly admitted graduate students whose admissions were ranked highly by their department. The stipend value sits at $17,500 for masters and $21,000 for doctoral students. They must have a Canadian bank account and address to receive the award. The students will receive an additional $10,000 to help cover the fees, which will be applied directly to their tuition and fees account. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. 5. Killam Trust Scholarships. As one of the most prestigious endowments for scholarly pursuits, the $400 million Killam Trusts are responsible for this scholarship. The Killam Bequest has provided upward of $60 million to the University of Alberta between the 3 programs that the GPS delivers. Isaac Walton Killam Memorial Scholarship. Dorothy J. Killam Memorial Graduate Prizes. Killam Award for Excellence in Mentoring. Isaac Walton Killam Memorial Postdoctoral Fellowship. Dorothy J. Killam Memorial Postdoctoral Fellow Prize. 6. Andrew Stewart Memorial Graduate Prize. This prize is given in direct recognition of excellence in research at the doctoral level. It acknowledges outstanding accomplishment and potential in pursuit of new knowledge. The award is of $500, and is open to students who have completed at least 24 months, 2 years, in their doctoral program by April 30, 2024, and have completed no more than 6 years. For students who transferred from a master's to a doctoral program, the time spent in the master's program counts towards the time spent in the doctoral. 7. Alberta Innovates Graduate Scholarships. Alberta Innovates invests in supporting academically superior graduate students undertaking full-time research education at an Alberta university, leading to a research-based master's or doctoral degree. The Alberta Innovates Graduate Student Scholarships program focuses on emerging technology areas important to Alberta, such as information and communications technology and advanced materials and manufacturing technologies. These areas align with the innovation priority areas of environment, energy, agriculture, manufacturing, and health. The scholarship value is: Master's full value, $26,000. PhD full value, $31,000. Top-up value, $12,000. 8. Alberta Graduate Excellence Scholarship, a GES. The New Ages was established to fund the best students' education in Alberta, including those from outside Canada. To be eligible, Students must showcase academic excellence through one or more of the following. Current students have earned a grade point average, GPA, of 3.3 or greater over the most recent 15 units of course weight in current program. Where there are less than 15 graded credits in the current program, the admission GPA is a weighted factor. For students newly admitted in fall 2023 or winter 2024 terms in which graded coursework is not yet available in the current program, the admission GPA, a GPA, will be used. A. Research and academic contributions that may include published manuscripts, presentations, posters, exhibitions, community engagement, performances, and B. Previous record of scholarly achievement through awards, scholarships, prizes, among others. 9. Mackenzie King Scholarships. There are two types of scholarships under this fund. They are the Mackenzie King Open Scholarship. It is open to graduates, meaning holders of a degree, of any Canadian university who engage in, commence or continue, graduate study, master's or doctoral, in any field, in Canada or elsewhere. The scholarship value is 14,000 Canadian dollars. The Mackenzie King Travelling Scholarship. It is open to graduates, meaning holders of a degree, of any Canadian university who engage in, commence or continue, graduate study, master's or doctoral, in the United States or the United Kingdom, of international relations or industrial relations, including the international or industrial relations aspects of law, history, politics and economics. The scholarship value is $15,500. Eligibility requirements for international students to apply for a University of Alberta scholarship. Eligible applicants who have completed a high school degree are eligible to apply for an undergraduate program, while those with a master's degree can apply to a PhD program. Applicants must show an outstanding educational record to apply to the university. As Canada continues to evolve as a destination of choice for immigrants and students alike, the ongoing developments highlighted in this update underscore the nation's commitment to fostering innovation, diversity, and economic growth. From pioneering pilot programs to provincial nomination draws and educational opportunities, the Canadian immigration landscape is dynamic and multifaceted. As stakeholders eagerly anticipate the unfolding of Budget 2024 and beyond, the future of immigration to Canada remains both promising and nuanced, shaped by a myriad of factors and aspirations. That is all for today. In this video, what are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later, in the next episode. Till then, take care.